guys. We're doing music midday ditties today, and I am really excited about this. There's a couple reasons why we're starting it back up. One is like when we were doing it before, it was really fun, and I want to do it again because the summer is over and I'm getting back into like the flow of how to get stuff out into the world. Man, whew. It's exhausting. I recently went to, so in August, I was at, in Lyons, Colorado at the Folks Festival's Song School, which was amazing. And then and then I moved to Nashville. Big deal. And the very same weekend that I moved to Nashville, I attended a conference here in Nashville, the CD Baby Musician Conference. So if you and I connected via that, hello, it's good to see you. One of the things that kept coming back up in all of these talks that I was having with other fellow musicians was that doing Facebook Live is a good thing. So I'm starting to back up. There's also some exciting news with podcast related things. Oh, this is my dog bed. Bo is out in the other room because he would be making noise. Exciting things about so many things. First of all, there is a brand new single which I will be releasing. It's already out, but if you follow, hi Karen, if you follow me on Spotify, then it's going to automatically get added to your release radar. So there's that. New music is coming out, and I am going to be, this is my planning on the wall here. You can't see the current quarter coming up. This is like next year that you're looking at. But over here on this part of the wall, you can see that I've got like releases planned for almost every month of this year. So if you're not following me yet on Spotify, this is a good time to do it. It's right now. And so before we go on to the question of the day, I'm going to give you, let's go over here to some of the lyrics because I don't know them by memory just yet. There's a lot of lyrics too. Great. So I'm going to play this song because this is the new single. I recorded it a couple months ago and then realized that, you know what, that recording is really pretty okay and I'm just going to release it as is. Obviously made some tweaks to some of the audio and stuff, but if you have heard me on some of my book promo tour, if you haven't got the book, I've put the link to the book below. But I played this song a lot when I was on the book promo tour, and I really just love it. So I released it. There it is. So there. Let's go for it. I grew up in Georgia with my 3 rosy maple birds under sweet magnolia with cotton and a cinnamon fern. Okra and collard greens, I had spoonfuls of those black-eyed peas. Polly made them for me. If only I had known it then, sweetness I might comprehend, like how those pawpaw make the chalk maple grow. Painted buckeye makes my mama so. American holly makes a Christmas fern, and butterfly weed makes sourwood burn. I know, now I know, now I know. Texas holds my heart near, the Barbary and horses all out back. Under corkscrew willows I grew with the sage and skull caps. Nettle tea and senna leaves I took fistfuls of those red bud There's no fruit on the blind prickly pear I found. How could I have known it then? If only I had known it then. How those rock roses make the trumpet vines grow. Oxeye daisies make my mama so. Mexican mint can make my gold, and live oak has a blue bonnet's hold. I know, now I know, now I know. Scrolling down because the lyrics are really long, there's lots of them. I found my way around the world. Tulips led my lonely grapevines. Landed here where west unfurls. Mountains meet the bands of shore pines. Salmon and evergreens. Honey and those baleen. They tell me I'm gonna make it someday. If only I had known it then, maybe we could make amends. But how could I have known it then? Arid beauty was my friend. If only I had known it then, I might have seen you lean and bend like the fireweed makes the cottonwood grow. Bitter cherry makes my mama so. Ocean sprays are known to go far. Bleeding hearts will shoot the stars. Ocean sprays are known to go far. Bleeding hearts will shoot the stars. I know, now I know, now I know, now I know. Yay! That is the new single. So it's on Spotify right now. It's on iTunes. It's on my website. If you go to emilyannpeterson.com/music, you can go see all the links and everything. Go listen to it. Go do the things. It's awesome. So, Susan, if I send out emails all the time to my inner circle. My inner circle is like the people who subscribe to all like weekly announcements, monthly announcements, and then also like some regular juicy stuff. We talk about business and creativity, and we also talk about music. And one of the perks of being in my inner circle, which I think there's a link below, one of the perks of being part of the inner circle is that you guys get like early announcements for things. One of my, so I have this thing called the School of Bravery, which is for all of my marketing clients and business clients. And it's awesome. We have so much fun. And we get together and do master classes and weekly office hours and all that good stuff. And one of you guys recently asked me, you asked me, how is it that you are so freaking prolific? And that conversation brought up another conversation about morning pages and daily writing, because that's my answer about how I'm so prolifically releasing things all the time and talking to my audience and talking to you guys and hopefully in the future playing out a lot more. We've been coming off of book tour stuff, so I'm taking kind of like a breather just for a bit because it's exhausting to be on tour all the time. So the question was, how is it that you are so prolific? We started talking about morning pages and writing on a daily basis. And that got us starting to talk about this book called The Artist's Way, which is absolutely life-changing. And I'm going to talk about that in a second. The reason why I picked this question specifically for today's Midday music ditties is, and Ask Emily Ann, is that we are decided that because the School of Bravery is practiced on a daily, weekly basis, it makes absolutely perfect sense for the School of Bravery and all the students and myself to go through the Artist's Way together. And we decided to open up the experience to all of you guys. So even if you're not interested in business, or like you're not a professional creative of any kind, the Artist's Way is still really cool. And we wanted to make sure that you had an opportunity to do that as well. So if you want to join us for the Artist's Way, we start next week with the introduction, and it is $31.50 a month to be part of the whole experience. So I'll be talking more about that online and other social media platforms and that kind of thing, on Instagram and all that. But I wanted to give you guys an invite to that. So the question was, how is it that you are so prolific? And my answer is that I write a lot. I do daily writing. Every morning I wake up and I have a cup of green tea. Bloop. This is like leftover from this morning. It's actually still pretty good cold. I have a cup of green tea, and then I sit down and I open up this app called Om, O-M-M, kind of like that kind of thing. And what it does, the app basically blanks out the entire screen so that you can't get distracted by other browser tabs or Facebook or anything else. There is an option for you to like turn on some music, and you can put on some doohickey little clicky sounds for your keyboard sounds. Put some headphones in, and I just write for 30 minutes at least. I time it and everything. What do I write? Totally stream of consciousness. It's things like, oh my gosh, my back hurts. I need to get a new mattress. I need to stop sleeping on my air mattress, because that's what I moved here with. I need to get a real mattress. I haven't changed. Here's the stream of consciousness from that. Gosh, I need to stop sleeping on my air mattress. Wow, that reminds me, I need to get my Amazon address changed so that I can actually get my mattress sent to me and all this kind of stuff. And it's boring. Oh my God, it's so boring. The writing is not fancy by any means. But one of the things that I've learned from going through the Artist's Way so many different times, as a group or individually by myself, is that the morning pages allow you to start your day from a clean slate, as opposed to starting your day with all of that noise about like, gosh, I need to change my address. This, gotta open a P.O. box, all this other kind of stuff. And so the morning pages end up being a really powerful tool for my creativity, because I am able to actually start the day with a really awesome kickstart. Hi, Marty. So here's the thing about being creatively prolific. You just have to keep doing it on a daily basis. Hey, James. You have to do it on a daily basis. You have to do it over and 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 over. And part of it is being willing to release or put imperfection into the world. Because when I've talked with other creatives who are, yay, hi James. There might be a delay on y'all's comments, by the way. So if I'm responding like 5 minutes after you say something, that's why. I'm sorry about that. So if you hold on to a thing, like let's say it's a song or a poem or a blog post. Let's use a blog post because that's pretty relatively painless in general. You have a blog post. It's not perfect. You haven't pressed publish yet. Just press publish, because then you can go on and write the next thing. And there's something really cathartic about just going, you know what, publish, and just making it happen. When I have had like something in my repertoire that I've been scared to press publish on, sometimes it's just like getting the next thing moving. For instance, doing a live video again is one of those things. I just have to go, you know what? I may not have my notes of things I want to say to these people, but I can't go another day without another thing happening. So, yeah. So that's the main answer. We would love to have you join us for the Artist's Way. The Artist's Way is this, basically it's a 12-week workbook that was put together by Julia Cameron years ago, and she's an amazing playwright. But she's kind of one of my godmothers. She's one of my fairy godmothers, creatively speaking. I was able to meet her at an artist residency. So after my diagnosis, my hand diagnosis for my tremor, I was able to go out to residency, an artist residency, and did not plan this. But while I was out at this artist residency, Julia Cameron, who even at that time, she was already my creative fairy godmother, Julia Cameron was coming to speak in the town that I was doing an artist residency. And she only does like live appearances. She only does public speaking a handful of times, like once or twice every year. So even then I was just flabbergasted that she was there during my artist residency. I got to take a selfie with her. It's pretty fun. If you go on my website and search Julia Cameron in the search box, then you'll be able to see the picture from that. And like I think I did a blog post from that time, so you'll get to see some ancient stuff. Hey Josh, it's good to see you. I keep seeing all of your baby pictures on Instagram, and I love them. It's so good to see them. So, yeah, so Julia Cameron is fairy godmother of mine. She is amazing. I really love how she adds a spiritual layer to creativity that I think a lot of people are scared to add, and it's important. Not spiritual as in like Christian, but spiritual as in like soul based, because creating is anything you are creating, be it like a blog post or a PowerPoint presentation for work or whatever. Anything creative is soul based. It's like that belly based stuff that's really good to have around. And if you try to create without that level of soul, then you end up creating just kind of fluff. That's not truly what you want to be creating in the world. So I love the process that she walks you through. Hi, Erin. I love the process that she walks you through. Erin's going to do the Artist's Way with us, I think. Right, Erin? I think you are. Correct me if I'm wrong. So, yes. It's soul-based. It's 12 weeks. It's all about recovering the creativity that you once had, that you have lost due to being distracted or having an inner critic, or having an outside critic that really just slammed you and really burned you hard on publishing things into the world. So I highly recommend the process. Even if it doesn't work out for whatever reason for you to do it, to join us in this time, go through the book. It's been absolutely life-changing. Every single time I go through the book, it's life-changing for every single person. Somebody ends up like going back to grad school or deciding to have a baby or deciding to get a divorce or get married, or they start dating somebody, or like there's just massive movement that ends up happening in people's lives when they go through this book. So it would be an honor to have you join us. Pure honor. I'm gonna do a song to like close us out, because that's what we're here to do. I cannot ignore it anymore. Now when all this time has passed us by, and I won't ignore it anymore. Awesome. So I'm just going to leave you guys with that for now. Thank you so much for watching. This has been so cool. And make sure if you haven't yet, go over to my Facebook page and click I want to see, like there's a little button on the top right corner that will allow you to see all of the recent posts whenever you log in, so you won't ever miss a live, because Facebook algorithms are a thing, right? So Josh is like, oh yes That's awesome. Cool. Okay, so you guys are awesome. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you later. Bye.